Hello.
Hey everyone.
We're going to be fitting a carbon fibre boot pull to Fonzie today.
That's it.
To get rid of the old plastic one that has 500 embedded on it. Want to get rid of the Fiat parts and make it a little bit more Abarth. And what says Abarth more than carbon fibre?
Yeah, nothing really. So hopefully we'll make the video quite quick for you. We haven't seen many of these online. I don't think there are. I think maybe one other one that shows you how to do this. So hopefully if we can figure it out, we can give you a quick guide in case you want to do it yourself and you can see us struggle to try and achieve it. I think it's going to look really cool when it's finished. It's a beautiful piece, this complete replacement part. So yeah, let's crack on. I'll show you some of the tools you need and how to do it from start to finish.
Cool. Let's go.
Step one is removing the boot pull from the internal side of the boot itself. It's the same for all the Abarths as far as I'm aware. It's going to be a 4mm Allen key, and all you're going to do is put it in here and keep screwing until it comes out. I ordered one of these on eBay, which is an 11-piece trim removal tool set. And they're only about £7 I think in the UK. What we're going to do is we're going to use one of these pieces now with one of these little sort of pronged fronts, and we're going to pop out all of these little push buttons, and we're just going to remove those next so we can get the trim panel off. So here's what they look like. One of these little ones. And there's some slightly longer ones as well, and I'm just using that to pull them all out. Oh yeah, just don't want to damage any of them.
Can't be as bad as the time we had the windscreen replaced and spent 2.5 hours trying to work out how to reattach the windscreen washer fluids and the wiper blades. That was a fun experience.
Had to remove all of this front scuttle, that was a nightmare. That one took a little flight.
Here he is. Teeny weeny.
All the way underneath it by the look of it. So that's it removed. Pretty straightforward actually. It was easier than I was hoping for. Just pop out those little push buttons all on the internal, and then once that flaps down, you don't even need to remove it all the way off. Just don't close the boot. They've got no boot handle to get it open. And then once you do that, you can access the 4 little nuts inside. They're 10mm. I was using a little mini monkey wrench kind of one, so I can adjust it, but they're 10mm if you've got a 10mm spanner with you. Mine was at home, as it happens. And then you just remove, there's a little matrix connector plug that connects onto this, if you can see that. And it just pushes out really easily. If you're having to struggle too much, then don't force it, it's really simplistic. And then once you've done that, there's 2 little push points that you just crimp slightly, and then that pulls off. So now we have to get the internal of this out and fit it to the carbon fibre. That's the harder part, and then refitting it should be easy too. We'll see how that goes. Alright.
Wish us luck. Here's the really technical part where you get the electrical bits out from the plastic, and it just involves wedging a screwdriver.
I feel like I'm going to mess up this original part, unfortunately.
Let's hope we don't need it.
I'll leave it as much as I can.
Ta-da!
Whatever of that you saw, I hope you didn't see the faces I was pulling, because that was pretty amazing. Concentration phase. We've got 2 separate pieces now. This is what the carbon fibre is replacing. And this is what goes inside, which has obviously the boot release itself, the little button and the matrix plug on it. So this has to now be inserted into the carbon fiber piece, and we have to create a secure fit, which I mean, fingers crossed just happens without any modifications or any glue or anything, but there is a potential that we might have to add some extra bits or do something to make it fit more securely. I'm also going to give it a little clean before I put it back in, but yeah, cool. So far so good.
Yeah.
That's the new, wait, oh my god, oh my god, that's the new carbon fiber rear. Bam, oh man, it looks good, so much better. So original versus, wow, yeah, I think you hopefully can quite easily tell that that's a hell of a lot nicer.
Let's get this reattached.
Next step, reattach it, same thing as before. I'm going to give this bit a quick clean before I put it on, and then we're going to just reattach those 4 screws from the inside and make sure that the fit is nice and secure and tight.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, that doesn't feel good there. No. That doesn't feel right.
No.
Oh my god, it
They
does
make
really
a pair,
change.
don't
It really starts to change the back of the car, I think.
they? Yeah.
Once you get the replacement on the rear badge,
And that's the back of the car done, isn't
that's
it?
the back, carbon fibered. Obviously it would be nice to get these little surrounds in carbon as well, but those are small. Don't know if you can see, but where, I mean, it's well made carbon fiber, but obviously it's never going to be the same as the original part. And you've got these slight gaps, these little flanges here that should hold it, are holding it. It's not falling out or anything. I mean, it's stable, but when you apply pressure, when you're pulling the boot, if you release it from slightly further back, you can it's just a little bit loose, and I think it could have a better fit, to be honest. So I'm going to use some single-sided like insulation tape. It has like a couple of mils of foam on it, and we'll see if we can make it fit a bit snugger so that there's no movement in there. So we'll pop it back out, which is a lot easier than it was with the original part. Okay, and then yeah, we'll take a little look and see what we can do. The kind of tape that we're using, just really quickly, it's literally draft excluding tape, so you can get it at any hardware store. It's one-sided, sticky on one side, and the other side just has like a millimeter, maybe 2 of foam. But in this instance, it's great for padding stuff out. If you want to pad anything out, or you need to make something a little bit more of a secure fit, it's really cheap, and you just cut it, stick it on. Additional pieces added, so you can see there's quite a lot of insulation going on in there, just to hopefully make the fit even more snug. It does seem to be working, so hopefully this time it's going to be nice and secure and we can refit it. So let's give it a try and see.
Many, many hours later, we are hopefully finally fitting the carbon boot full. The issue that we were facing was that there wasn't a hook on the side to keep the internal part stable, so there was a gap when we fitted it to the boot. We have fashioned, I don't really know what you call it, a plastic wedge underneath to hold it in place, and hopefully that's going to get rid of our gap so that it stops bulging
Sounds like a
off of
proper
the back
bodge
of the car.
job, but I did cut the plastic very clean.
We're back. Day 2, and the carbon boot lid is nicely fitted to the back of Fonzie, and it matches the carbon diffuser beautifully. So last night just got too tired, ran out of light, got hungry, needed to go home and just relax and take a fresh pair of eyes to look at it again today. But we came back, we managed to fashion 2 little bits of plastic to sit under the flanges that are sitting under this boot lid. Before, it was way too loose over on this side, and it was coming away from the car, and every time you lifted it up you felt like it was going to break. But those bits of plastic have kept the interior of the boot pull inside of the carbon fibre really nicely, and now it fits beautifully against the car. So now we have 2 pieces of carbon, and look out for more bits of carbon on the way.